God damn. I had to do a longer wait time. I just remembered about an hour before, like, oh shit, there was a couple things I need to do with Telelost before I upload, because tomorrow is going to be the. Oh, god damn it. Fucking. God, okay, fuck. Cooperate. Yeah. There we go. Irritating. What is irritating? Boop, 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 okay, that might take a bit. Uh, Turns out those clips things did go through. Uh, Last night, so I had to redo one of them because it was a little off to get a better clip. Uh, it just, for some reason, they no longer show show you all the clips you created or as such. Or all the chips of your clips of your channel, even if you're the one making them. Only ones that are properly titled and shit. Which I get great quality, but I wanted to look up, see what I was fucking dealing with. Alright, well, clearly it's almost time for one of these. Not tell, say. So we'll stick around here to finish this. Boop, boop. And then we'll, go. I've discovered that at least some of that music it won't give me Doomsday or any of that stuff. Because, like, even if it did, I'd have a really easy case just screaming at Twitch. This shit has been copyrighted in a bit. It's public domain. But it still got me muted alone on Twitch and thus YouTube. So those got moved into don't play without doing some audio editing. YouTube also recognized some things and went, this has got. It was clear ad rep trolling. Two of them recognize exactly who it is, but credit to a group that absolutely does not have the fucking rights to it. Even if it was still under copyright, so. But I'm not really gonna bother fighting it because it's just not fucking worth it. I don't get ad revenue on my YouTube anyways. So, and I don't think they'd turn into a strike because, they're literally trying, it is literally just trying to steal revenue. It's awful, but there's literally no reason for me to bother pushing back against it. But yeah, basically I had to do some editing, which took longer than I was a little bit longer than I was expecting, because I always speed up my reaction videos. But it is somewhat, yesterday after I got off, but eventually my eyes were basically refusing to cooperate with this thing called seeing, and so I ended up just having to turn out to go to sleep. Yeah. Also, I need to work on my enunciation again. Every so often, I end up having trouble with that. It's funny when I talk or when I read dialogue. Okay, there's nothing there. I was just following people's lead. Real V surfer vibe here. Do you guys hear this? I turned the music down, but okay, yeah, there's something there. Okay. Hard to see through the names. Sideways jumping works surprisingly well. Anyways, yeah. After that was done, uploading took longer than I was expecting. If you're wondering why I do the speed up thing, yeah, it helps watch really, I feel like, with the reactions. Even if I'm not about editing, cutting out, fuck you, I hit space. Okay, that one was just me fucking up the angle real bad. How did I? Jesus Christ. Jesus. I admit it is funny listening to the soundtrack of all the other people fucking up and crashing down. Yeah. What? No, God. Ugh. Fuck. Turn the music up so you guys can hear it better. Okay, hey, wait, hold the phone. Yeah, it's just not playing at all for you. What the fuck? Okay, I'll fix that afterwards. Sorry, folks. I don't know why, desktop audio is not working right now. That's fucking weird. I was like, maybe the sound is down, but that would not explain why it's so low. Not the worst way I could fall. Boop. Failed to account for this direction. Well, or worse spots to land. God, so I'll troubleshoot what the fuck's wrong with the sound afterwards. This is weird and not making sense to me. Yeah, if I turn the music up, you guys should have. I should be able to see something on the desktop audio play. The benefit of this being so compact is I don't really feel as compact size-wise. Boom. Cannot execute it this time. Motherfucker! What the fuck do you think I'm pressing? God, okay, how the fuck am I fucking this up? I'm probably not gonna get it at this rate. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but I'm feeling a lot more. Like I'm fucking shit up constantly. Yes. And then, yeah, uploading took longer than expected. Plus, I finally figured to get their acceptable new thumbnail using my new avatar. To boot, avatar look. Oh, okay. Success! Alright, give me a moment here. We're gonna. Alright. Give me a moment here. Okay. So, sorry, sometimes when I pop that out so I can actually do stuff. Okay, wrong headset. And now I'm getting audio fuckery. Yeah, for some reason the headset, it is a knockoff headset. It served me well for a good long while. Okay, hold on. Let me. Sounds are back. They're sounding right. Things are sounding very off there for a bit. I have no idea what the fuck. It felt weird. First time I've had that issue. And when I was on the other headset setting, it was fine. I don't know why for some reason, when I connect it to the computer, it essentially says there are two separate headsets. This one and that one. No idea why that is. Yeah, we were gonna leave here anyways. Well, yeah. Let's go to the shops first. I'm gonna sell off some of the stuff I've got sitting in me. Dude. Yeah, okay, it's only there I'm getting those weird audio hang-ups at. Okay, never mind. It started up here. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, whatever. Let's see. Already got that. Do I have a Boreas whistle? I do not. Boreas, the steed of legend. Oh, that's just a few more I need to get. Just 90 more just till I have my precious ones. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna find a shop real quick to sell stuff to. Then we'll log out and start. I think I'm gonna have to turn the program on and off again. That's my best guess is what's going on here with on my end. Yeah. I clicked you to open your fucking where so I can start. Ah, god damn you. Oh, hello, Jada. Just emptying out some of the stuff I've accumulated in my inventory. Not nearly enough, but can't quite bring myself to get rid of all these ingredients. So, you know what, these, I can just... They have shops selling prices, I can buy them. Currently, I'm going for the beast tribes. I don't know if you were here when I started those, but storyline, the beast tribes are these 5 sets of well, non-humanoid, Sure, I was about to explain the, peace drives for you. Which, but while I do that, I'm going to be restarting this because I'm having a couple of audio issues. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if they're affecting anybody else, but it's bothering me. So. Alright, so. Story-wise, throughout the course of ARR, the first main story of the thing of the game, aka also known as 2.0, because the first version of the game was utter garbage, and they quite literally in universe burnt it all down and started over again. And thus the base game is called ARR, A Realm Reborn. Huh. Really? I haven't noticed any frame rate drops on my end, but maybe it'll run a little bit better.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Okay, so the audio issue isn't just this. Because I just heard it coming from, when I, hit one of my, soundbite buttons. I'm about to turn my headset on and off. Yeah, it might be. Just hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I was. Ah. Yeah, for me, the audio issues were more native. I didn't have it here. Uh.
All we had to do was follow the
Okay,
damn
yeah.
train, CJ.
Whatever was the problem is fixed. I just had to turn my headphones on and off a bit. They're Bluetooth. I'm not even sure if that was really coming over their people or if we're just bothering the heck out of me. I actually started the stream with no audio playing properly at all. I had to fix that, and then I had that problem. Anyways, beast drives. A lot of the core plot of ARR is the dealing with two things. First, the beast drives and their primals, their gods, which they tend to summon during times of trouble. Help combat whatever threats them. Hey, only streamer I watch on Twitch and everything, and it can actually be seen. Well, thank you for that comment. Yeah, I like seeing messages pop up on screen. Now, Now, there are the various the free city states you can start in and you work with generally portray the beast tribes as the bad guys and all that. There's 5 of them: the Malja, Sylphs, Kobolds, Zog, and Ixal. I've completed the quest lines for the Kobolds and the Ixal, and I'm about to complete the Sahagin. So just the Amalja and Sylphs left. You do that by doing daily quests for them to get points to unlock the next quest in the chain. The longest is Dixal, as you notice, that goes up to 7. But that's because they also deal with the crafting and such. But of course, as you go on, it's revealed to be a lot more complicated than that. Like, one of the important details that you learn about the gods of the beast tribes, the primals, is that while they are beings powered by belief, they're also beings powered by the very life of the world around it, and the longer they exist, the more they drain away that life. So that's very bad. But even worse is, unless you're a select few individuals, like the player character, then being around them can get you, even unintentionally, brainwashed into being, or I should say, soul-washed into being their eternal worshiper and slave. The only ways to be immune are, well, be like the main character, or to be someone who has something called the Echo, or to have already been had the effect done to you by a different primal called tempering. A lot of this has already affected many of the beast tribes, so it makes the inflamed situation even worse. One thing to get from the beast tribes for doing their quests is, aside from neat stories, is Mount. Got this from the Kobolds. It's later revealed that outside of general circumstances, there are also outside forces inflaming the situation and trying to get the primal summoned to cause chaos and destruction and all such, so they can take advantage of it. One group called the Asians, who are playing everybody, but you don't really know about them outside their shadowy a-holes who can apparently bodyjack people. They did that to one of your teammates, Sankrid. And are seemingly unkillable. At best, you were able to beat it out of him, but it's still around, causing trouble elsewhere. And the Garlean Empire, a technologically advanced but magicless foreign empire that's trying to invade for many reasons, but biggest is because of their belief that they're here to save people from their from the icons there were for any form of god. Because eventually it becomes clear that any god could be a primal in this game, and that includes the 12 normally worshipped by the people of Eorzea. It's just that the people of Eorzea normally don't summon them up like the beast tribes do. But eventually unlock the beast tribe quests, which goes on to show a much more sympathetic light. To go through the ones I've already done, and for this one especially, the Ixal, for instance, go on about how the Ixal, a set of bird people, once possessed the ability to fly, and apparently came from some floating continent, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. Eventually, they came to settle a place called the Twelfth Wood, living in harmony with the entities the living embodiments of the woods, the elementals. Until they pissed the elementals off and they stole their wings as punishment. Which isn't really a hard thing to do. It's one of the a major plot element multiple times, that the elements are kind of giant assholes, and that the current people who live with them very much don't take anything you do that might piss them off well. And they'll do whatever they're ordered to do when the elementals say. It's one of the little story elements that doesn't jive with me, because not that the elements are bad, that the Dinians are that the elementals are treated as not being supremely awful, even when they're doing things like ordering their people to leave a guy to die from an easily preventable illness. Sorry, I lost track. Point is, the Ixal, they were rather upset about that, so that put them at odds with everybody else. And then they started worshipping a god who promised to give them the ability to fly and all that again. I can't remember what the name of that primal is off the top of my head. One of the strongest, actually. And the first one, and the only one you didn't manage to beat. You almost did, but turns out it just had so many worshippers it was able to instantly regenerate from what you were doing. It was only the Garleans coming in with a refurbished ancient weapon that could apparently eat the fuckers and use them for power. Yeah, I can't remember what the bird one its name god was, but to say, the whole promise of eventually letting its people fly was, of course, a bunch of bullshit, just so they could keep giving it power. The Ixal questline follows a set of Ixal who broke off from that, and were some of the few that weren't, tempered. Their goal is just to try to stay out of all the fighting and primarily build airships, because that's something they can do to replace the fact they can't fly. Build airships that would be good enough to actually get them back home to the home continent. Part of the quest involves recruiting the help from the heir to a big airship company, who, and it turns out, got their airship tech from the Ixal. This group's sole leader and his grandfather were good friends, and then he used it to make his big, powerful empire, and then called anybody who said he got the stuff from the Ixal liars. So the grandson is trying to do his best to fix things, complicated by his axe-old dad marching in there with an army to take him back from the dirty beasts who kidnapped him. And the quest is all about you, the crafter, helping them build up and get the thing working. With it ending with the first successful test flight, and the dad turning around and changing his mind, allowing his son to continue working on this, and even helping them out at one point. The Kobolds, on the other hand, follow the lowest rung in Kobold society, where each group of Kobolds is in a numbered order, going all the way down to 785th, I believe it is. 86, that's it. The lowest of the low. So down low that they're not even allowed in the home of the Kobolds proper, and have to live in a shitty place while still being, with no resources to speak of, while still being expected to meet daily quotas for work. This understandably caused some, issues. And they do chafe under this, but part of the reason that these particular group are so low is because they're generally too cowardly and unmotivated to actually do anything. And it's just, and you actually meet them when they steal a bunch of shit from the Maelstrom, one of the three big military organizations you can join for the city-states. you and one of the lieutenants goes down there to when you find out it was them who stole it, and raring for a fight. And the moment they see you, they immediately go, "We surrender," without even a single fist having been thrown. Shortly after, this leads to deciding to help them out, mostly because helping them out would disrupt the guy who currently is running all the Cold Society, who kind of wants to make war. It's a fun little story about these guys constantly, the leader of these guys, being pushed to constantly being pushed. I'm flipping my wording here. To overcome his cowardice. A main shtick of that is his girlfriend showing up and yelling at him for being a coward. While the lieutenant also yelled at him being a coward, and then he keeps flip and then going, yes, I will fight. Then run. No, run, then fight. Fight, then run. Eventually, he reaches a point of no return and stands up to the guys and has a honestly fairly Looney Tunes fight, complete with the whole smoke cloud and silly cartoon sound effects, and beats the guy leading the kobolds and drives him out, while also wrecking most of their shit. At that point, he is, finally found his bravery and is going to lead his people to eventually run all Kobold Society after he takes a nap. It's a fairly fun, silly one. Then we got the Sahagin, which are a lot more serious than the Kobolds were. You meet these guys when a ship has been attacked and taken over by Sahagin. No, not taken over, just attacked and sunk. A lot of people managed to get out alive, but a kid didn't. Everyone's super worried about the kid having, drowned to death when this slot showed up with him on a boat and handed him over. You go to investigate what the fuck was up with that, and you find out that this particular group, while they have no great love for the shorewalkers, as they call, the normal people, they also really don't want, war with them. And thus, they're generally trying to stem the efforts of the rest of their kind from A, starting another war, and B, build at least tentative peaceful relationships via you. Eventually, during one of these big rescue mission, you discover that one of the most bloodthirsty and monstrous Sahagin, who once led their kind in many a battle, has returned and is once more causing mayhem and slaughter. Which gets everyone here quite worried. And then it turns out, it's not so much that he returned, it's that someone is now taken up his mantle. Because it turns out, this guy over here is actually the original Sahagin, to bear that title, the Scarlet Devil. The guy who's killed an impressive amount of shorewalkers now wants to build a tentative peace. Why? Well, the way their society works is they have a singular queen who the bravest and strongest warriors get to mate with. Given how tough he was, he had vast amounts of children, Much more than the ones you see currently running around here that you're helping him take care of right now. The reason why there's only this amount you can see is because while away on a mission at one point, the Shorewalkers took revenge for all the monstrous acts he did and came to his defenseless clutch and wiped them nearly all out. And while he's still incredibly fucking pissed about that, he recognizes that that only happened because of what he and his people were doing. And if he wants to build a future for his people, he needs to set that shit aside. And now stemming the new guy's acts in order to, you know, build a future. And it's like, it's not like, you know, they don't have reasons for wanting fights. They're sea-based people, but the only places they can, you know, put their eggs and such is on land, and most of the land is currently owned by the free city-states. It's similar to what's going on with the kobolds. A major reason conflicts with the kobolds started is because there used to be a treaty saying that Limsa got a set amount of land and they got another amount of land. Then the Great Disaster happened 5 years ago, and a lot of Limsa's old farmland became unusable, and they just took the land that belongs to the kobolds and trapped them all in their in this area that's not really great for food. And understandably, they're upset. So, a lot of real great storylines. Now, let's see. Let's do one of these daily quests. I think I only need 2 of these. The Finnish one's Kalash Beachman. Maybe not shudder at the recent brutality attacks by the Serpent Reapers. Some of the beast tribes have fun ways of talking. Goblins are my favorite, but goblins aren't one of the ones you can do anything with in ARR. If we are ever to bring an end to this escalating violence, then the leadership of the Reavers must be crippled. There's little room for shuffle here. Rush into the serpent's tongue like a breaking wave and lay the tattooed shorewalkers low. They're sure to appear when your presence becomes too deadly to ignore. The Serpent Reapers are a bunch of pirates who went rogue from Limsa. Limsa is the water city-state, which is pirates, or were pirates. They've doing their best to translate into a non-piratey way of life. But, and only really attacking enemies of the free great city-states instead of, say, everybody. These guys don't really gel with that, and are doing their own thing. Let's see, aside from that... there are the Sylphs, who are one of the few beast tribes who normally actually get along well with the city-states. They're like fake pranksters, but they're not, you know, actually malicious. They do things like sneak in and leave vegetables everywhere, oftentimes badly smelling vegetables, because they think it's A, funny, and B, they think they're being nice, but they're not usually actively harmful, but there's been a recent division amongst them where a group of them felt friend enough to summon their primal and then got, tempered. I forgot to mention what the Sahagan primal is. The Sahagan primal is Leviathan. The Kobold primal is Titan. And the I'm saying that right. Yeah, the Stealths is Ramu. Titan's the big rock guy. Leviathan's a great sea monster. And Ramu's an old man with beard man with high-end lightning powers. That being said, well, they did summon him. He's since been dispelled by that point, and they're currently not friend enough to summon him again, while the rest of the untempered ones have moved a little bit closer to civilization and are just trying to maintain peace in their own goofy way. The big conflict with them quest-wise is it turns out that a special sylph is soon going to be born, the chosen one. And it would be very bad if he ended up tempered. So we had to nab his pod. They're little flying plant people. The clothes are monkey-like people in armor. You don't really see what their face looks like, so I can't quite say they're monkeys, but a monkey-esque vibe is indeed God. Right, establish what the Ixtal looked like. But yeah. Because some of them are more peaceful, you don't act... Hold on, folks. The main quest does not have you fighting Ramu or, well, the Sahagan are peaceful. They haven't yet summoned Leviathan, so in main quest-wise, I've only fought Titan and Garuda, that's the name. Ifrit, who is the Emulsion one, and Garuda, that's the one for Ixtal. They think their materia, use them to enhance gear beyond their normal levels. Mostly you can only do that with gear with slots, but you do get the ability to put it on gear that doesn't have slots. I don't really bother yet because... I don't really bother that much with that yet because it's mostly useful when you get into the in-game point. Alright, I need to do one more of these. In the age since we were fish shit on, oh yeah, I remember this one. They want me to go get an axolotl tail, and cook it up for them. They don't get to eat it a lot because the Sahagin are a lot less friendly with it. Are the ones who control that supply of meat. So yeah, we'll go get some that delicacy for the kids to enjoy. With the Amalja, their shtick is that they're a rogue group of warrior brotherhood called the Brotherhood of Ash. The Amalja are people of, you know, your honor-filled warriors, kind of like Klingons and such, you know. Or like, they were, but they've long since abandoned that and do dishonorable tactics and a bunch of other shit in the service of their, you know, god Ifrit. The Brotherhood of Ash is extremely upset of that, so they generally try to disrupt its shit and drive the rest of the Amalja away, the tempered Amalja away from a place that is nominally supposed to be their, you know, holy land. The current plot hook seems to be mostly focusing on a member of the Brotherhood. All of them have the last name Ga, called Lunga. Notable because she's not an Amalja, but is in fact a Bokote, cat girl. For reference, the playable races are Bokote, cat boys and cat girls, Sierra, bunny boys and bunny girls. Originally only bunny girls, but players were upset about, you know, not being able to play the bunny boys. These lion men who were similar. You could only play the lion men, not the lion women, but Pushback now made it so that the next expansion adds that in. I don't remember what they're called. Unfortunately, that's not my head. You're humans, Ellison, elves, but living lifespans as long as everybody else. Rogadin, Rogadin, which are, you know, big, beefy people, tall, beefy people. More so the men, but the women are also rather tall and big. And Lodafels, short, dwarfish people, but more cutesy, off-looking toddlers. They're not quite toddlers, but if you're not if you're not playing the game yourself on a good screen with decent enough graphics to see in detail, they can just look like toddlers in cosplay. Oh, speaking of, here we go. Perfectly sharp point. And of course, there's the one I play as, Ura. Kinda dragony people. The men are tall and lanky. Not as quite as big as Rogan or Ro as they're often born to, but the women tend to be, hurt in a way fish. Anyways, that's all the playable character races. So, but is clearly agitated by recent development concerning the coral tridents. Our efforts to achieve peace may have been all in vain, Haru. By undermining Zug's leadership at that farce of I am afraid I have shipped away a little restraint he had left. Coral tridents have attacked yet another ship, and this time they have taken a prisoner. But the raid itself didn't cause return. The fools abducted a high-ranking Wilmington official. Now the situation is political. It was if the threat is posed by the return of Lord and wasn't enough, and then its incident will surely puts pressure on the Sherlocker elders, escalate their engagement to full-scale war. Haru, I beg you, you must speak with Master Storm Commander. It's vital that we learn what ants have in sin motion. If there's not we can do to contain the damage caused by Zug's insanity. Not as a rank will be in Skull Valley. You are my hero. Perhaps your words will sway the Maelstrom's path. I do not wish to tread. Alright. See you when we're back. Actually, hold on. I was on summon a legendary fucking of fury. Sun Force arose, Lanar, favored by eight of the primal Ravana. His wings pierced the night sky like a blade of moonlight. A prophecy of these birds enough to give pause to the bravest warriors. Their keen talons, can cut through flesh as cleanly as the Chandras themselves. Any who would ever mount the roads on arm. So that's the savage that defines the wrath of the colony. That's a lot of context for stuff from Heaven's Ward. Oh! Holy shit, I never even noticed if I hover over this, I get a little, blurb here. Shows are stat-hard creatures, but they have their limits. Mimigan. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor, Sid Garland. Hook and slash and tossy boom, bang and boom and slashy doom. Goblin Diddy. Yeah. I lost to go into those wolves. Corsanox the Colder. Master of Sigurd, Wrath of the Colony, Conqueror of the World. Here are players. HighPriest. Is delicate dance, and one which asks much of my hounds. Dinos Ye Galvus. Oh, there's a name. You know anything about 14, you might be familiar with that name. I'm not going to touch on that. That's a character that that will not be relevant until Stormblood. So, there they go again, charging off before we have a chance to discuss our plan of action. Shigure. What? Oh. Yeah, that'll help. There we go. Oh, I like this wolf. It is a cool wolf. Ah, I fucking love it whenever you hear extra music when you switch to a new mount. Sounds like Stormblood music. Which makes sense. Duck Ritter. Oh, yeah, that's for you, President. Sure, everything right is demanding our fortune. There's no some of our thinking that's the belligerent dodos. Even this fish pack probably had long thought perished. Has had it temporary to lead an assault on Olympian worship. They issued the heavy category they inflict on the crew. The saga of Roy to portrait of our Council of Coin. Huddleston is one of Admiral's most trusted advisors and an essential figure in the day-to-day running of philosophy. I will never know how to pronounce that. The introduction is a blatant act of the to which the Ulster must give answer. We go to war. Yeah, that's what I there's only one response to this kind of attack. Admiral Novv 11 has already instructed our troops to make ready for a full-scale Admiral Merlwib. Merlwib's last name will always be tripping me up. Full-scale retaliation. The warships of the symbol await our order to set sail. As one knowing him, the charts will need to be run after our kind of line ashore. Then we'll send in the cannon. I mean, that's us. I'm off on the fish facts to survive the cannons. Save your return to the history for any right to action when they laid their slimy talent on a native vessel. Brute force is the only language they understand. Well, that's not good. So the Finnish ones will not be deterred from their righteous course. No matter who emerges in the coming hunt, slaughter will be answered with slaughter. Our spawning ground shall give birth to not but death. A sheep, but one way to share it. Haro, you and I rescue the Strokers, official ourselves. We attempt to undo the madness, however, we must first discover where our council is being held. No scheme such as this would have required extensive planning, and Thug likely tried his servant Reaver lackeys with some manner of written instruction. A search of Serpent's Tongue may provide us with the information we need. Quickly now, however, time is of the essence. Search the Serpent's Tongue for a clue. I was like, why can't I? The orange is blending in with the blue. Goddamn, I just completely overshooting this. I don't know why. There we go. Ale-stained parchment. Well, there we go. There's clue. it's a cool ass burb. I wonder if this is the amount I would get from that one group. Probably is. I mean, I'll still do them because I want the minion too. Oh, I'm just enjoying watching this bird flying around. Okay, I have to. I didn't even think about what it would look like running around. I watched a video of someone hatching some emus. It's very interesting, especially because I can't remember what the video was called. Something I was about to drill a hole in his egg when it cracked. He was worried that one of them was taking too long, and he was going to drill an oxygen hole. Right before he was about to do that, it cracked in his hand. One of the neat things is once they've cracked, they'll if you make the right noise at them, they'll spawn and the eggs will shake and such. That's so neat. You search how was it successful? Though somewhat discolored and smelling suspiciously like ale, this document nonetheless clearly accepts a carefully planned naval assault. God, what the fuck am I? Ah, yes, the parchment is soiled, but I can still make the words. They keep the concern prisoner aboard Lord Lost Touches, one of the Reaper's own ships. If these were Zug's final instructions, we have no time to assume otherwise. Ride it out by south of what the pirates are said to have dropped anchor and take the crew by surprise. They do not swim quite so swiftly as one of Ha's sea beast. Trust that I will not be far behind. I should have 10 quests left, but who? I'll probably give 6 of them to the Amalja. The clutch for enemy might shoot this beast. You have best. Be sure to hold on tightly, Shorewaka. Okay, I know that's not how the cutscene will go, but my mind can't help imagine just Hanger reaching up and grab that guy when he looks down and yanking him down. Man, this fucking glam looks fucking fantastic. Release me, you fins. You know how I am. Shockers, try to kick, but now strike gills into your neck. And then you'll be able to breathe in the water. You think me cowed by simple threats, Leland's not being intimidated by your space savagery. You tried my patience, finish one. You're squawking and I'll drop you over the rail. But how? mate. Aha! Who are you? You're not Mills. What the hell is going on here? Oh. I will defend the castle with the key to his shackles. Then I'll try and silence must carry it. Just keep killing until the key drops. Ooh. Oh, while I'm at it, I should drop that out and replace it with a different food item. Okay, let's see. Spell speed, that's not useful for me. Craftsmanship, no. Armor stake, right. Oh! My chocobo, ran out of time. Really, all of them. There we go. Okay, Squirrel Slogging with an extra spawn. Crush your struggling finish one. Cease your struggling. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't know this came back. Basically, what you missed was, the Coral Triumphs, the Bad Sahagin, kidnapped the Counselor of Coin for Limpsa. Limpsa is on the verge of declaring outright war, and we have to go rescue him to stop every Sahagin from getting killed in retaliation. So we're here to rescue him. Why has the Sahagin come to my aid, and my trade one catcher for another? The little solid key, the kind used to unlock shackles and important prisoners. Sometimes the item descriptions we get will have funny dialogue. Most of that doesn't kick in until after ARR, though, because they hire a guy who goes on to become one of the writers, and he likes inserting little funny extras into the description of items. And then later on, he just goes on to join the writing team overall. Considering he was a fan of the game originally, before he got the job. Yeah. Living in the dream there. But thanks. The medical's ringing. Now I can see that you're some matter of sales. I'm not quite sure what make of this or scale gentleman. A friend of yours? I mean, I am a member of the Maelstrom. We are not free of this yet. They caused me and list you a tossed overboard. Ah, there's the new Scarlet Sea Devil. It seems the mantle of the Scarlet Sea did not sit firmly upon until I've sent you to the depths. You realize what this stick here? Your reckless adventure names the fate of our entire tribe. Or the shorewalkers right there on it even as we speak. Does it set up war with the Finlands one friend used to show? Don't come my antics. It's our spawning mission compared to the mayhem you once committed. Ready your spirit on one. Let us see if the years have shown your skill as well as your spine. The samurai cut. Oh, the classic. Usually not seen with spears, but the wound is not fatal, so it might leave a nasty scar. I did not ask for your pity. Finish it now. Kill me. Show me a parent to heal his own child. The ties run deeper than most abyssal sea trench. Than the most abyssal sea trench. Oh, Thug is one of his kids. Yes, I must slay my own son. Oh, I did not know that, or did not remember that. I have seen someone play through ARR up to Endwalker, the current newest expansion. So not all of its patch content. After the main MSQ is done, they added a bunch of patch content to finish off storylines and build up to the next storyline. Oftentimes telling their own little stories and a bunch of other stuff too. I rejected you as my clutch father. Why? Why did you come? Why do you not seek vengeance from us who have wronged us? Yes, you know the answers to these questions. You have not found who avail your spawn, brothers. Why you should, the only surviving hatchling, and shed a river of tears for your slain clutchmates. Yes, I worked for them and made them a promise. Vengeance test with the blood of southern sharks. I would not grow into a warrior most spiky and terrible to behold. And chivalry worn, I would do what you would not. You cannot protect what you love with a name, no matter how frivolous. It took the greatest tragedy of my life to open my eyes to that truth. Doug, I would spare you that pain again. I would have you be the future of our people. I want what's best for all of my sons. That's father. Weigh anchor and take the helm. We make for the nearest shore port to prepare a boat to take our kiss to shore. Now this is going a lot more peacefully than I thought I remembered it. I don't remember a lot of details because it's been a while. While I haven't watched the person do this stuff during ARR, it still was a while ago. This is the earliest stuff Beast Tribe content. Well, they did all of it in one go up until they ran out. Counselor Kirsten. How was it? My thanks again. Or not for you and your Sahagan acquaintance. I would still be rubbing my wrists raw trying to escape those infernal shackles. 'Twas steam I have been laboring under one misconception of Prince also and all beasts in fact, were not but bloody system murdering savages. Without slice comes into peace or compromise. But now, Novv called them intriguing. Yes, well, after many of these achievements, I now see that our fish factories are far more complicated than our bedtime tales of horror would lead us to believe. A young lion, you see, and I'm quite eager to hurry home and assure them their father is very much alive and well. Before I do, however, I should contact them and ensure that risking the order to attack will not be in the task, but the man who holds the nation, personally, my word carries certain weight. Oh, and here. Souls are often welcome society, and ships set the friends means lands, and home is close by. A lot of sailors begin gathering the feathers struts on deck and fashioning them into trinkets to give their children a symbol of hearth and happiness. Oh, you see that feather into your Sagan friend's hands. Basement or no, I see that any feather which is the same for his offspring. Perhaps in time we will find more in common between our peoples. I hope that I'll not require the threat of a war to be in such future relations alike. I just realized I forgot to do something I was going to do offline. But, oh, wait, it's almost time. I'm also running through the, alright. Minor quest line. But I've hit a roadblock where, it's gotten to the point where the stuff I need to mine only shows up during a certain time of day. Almost done with the ARR stuff, which everything up to level 50. Each expansion added another 10 levels worth of content, combined with new jobs and other such, though not generally for crafters and gatherers. All those are the same ones that have been there the entire time. They just get 10 more levels of content and story. I am working my way through 2 of the gatherers, botanist and miner, along with 3 of the crafters, weaver, alchemist, and leatherworker. Right now, I'm mostly not focusing on them because there's an in-game event going on, which I'm splitting my time between that and this. The event is the Mod Compendium. TLDR, you do dungeons, and you get a special temporary currency. Irregular Tombstone of Genesis, 1. I just call them Mogstones. Because you get them from Moogles, and they look like Moogles. It's, if you're wondering what that is exactly, it's basically supposed to be a ancient semi-magical hard drive. Some of them look more like hard drives and computer chips than others, but yeah, nah. Maybe hard drives. The irregular thing is because, you know, they don't give them out much. There's a more regular one you get called, yeah. Poetics. There's also causality and comedy, but I don't, you know. These ones also get discontinued eventually. But, since I wasn't there to do that content, I can't get that. Thankfully, even when they discontinue, you know, actively giving out the stuff, they still let you try to spend as much of it as you can. Oh, I have no words, just thank you. Without your aid, I do not think the war with the Strugglers could have been avoided. Look, I should have expanded the Coral Tridents, and is set on traveling for a time. Oh, my offspring, he is the most like me, the most determined stubborn, since he hasn't returned to the nursery. Pretty well, in time when he does, I hope to see him in a stronger and wiser dog than I was. Such pleasant thoughts will sustain me while I raise his truly unreleased spawn brothers. Yeah, a symbol of hearth having as limits and sailors. Under fashion return during. Okay, yeah. I think I actually had one given to him by a kid. No, it was a necklace. That's right, a necklace was given. That's what prompted you to track him down. They dropped one of their necklaces, and the kid asked you to return it to him for saving his life. Man, that's actually you get from Pet Shot, a symbol of joy and family. Troll man, any acting of shame or the rage by my act will never fully leave me. But it's nothing compared to that I feel to affect my surviving spawnlings. It is tricky to one day relate not just a bond between parent and child, but through the birth of an understanding between our peoples. You've achieved more for this cause than I could ever dare to hope. Days to come, I only ask that you not forget us in this one. The vendor seek to consume me in this nursery and remember me and my spondlings. And should you choose to visit, you will always be wearing here. You are no longer some strange showwalker to us. You are a clutchmate. And with that, oh. No, I actually have to go report to somebody first. After that, I'll come back here to buy the mount and minion. If I have the cash for it. They tend to be rather expensive. Because I haven't been doing many other side quests and mostly just focusing on either doing a dungeon run that doesn't pay me much except tomestones of both varieties. Oop. No, God. Oh man. Always annoying. I haven't been racking up much cash. Wait, I still got this up to that much. Look at Flux. It seems to be the storm, the Hagen, being rather more involved than anyone expected there. Very much so, the red thing chaos running is one sort of counselor trust and election. Spark call of war right now. No, different voice for this character. Tis fortunate that our marching orders were restricted ere we launched our attack. There are none in our ranks that fear to step on the middle battle, but any day that ends that bloodshed is a good day. And I fear that you yourself are and I hear that you yourself are responsible for the counselor's timely release. I'd like to get my eye for listening at how the veterans played some small part in the way events played out. So flocked to the war and rescued a high-ranking official. Not bad results, all told. But we must remain vigilant. We are welcome to the possibility of peacetime coexistence with the Hagen. We cannot ignore the threat that the primal Leviathan yet presents. For the not sour, you have earned the respect from duty. On behalf of this snowstorm, I commend you for your courageous actions. In judicious diplomacy, consider a bath during your well-deserved rest. I seem to detect a slight hint of rotting crab feet. And now trust it. Oop. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I haven't gone over my different jobs. I don't know if I've told you about that. Other combat ones I've got. Ninja, which starts out as Rogue. Warrior, which starts out as Marauder. And Dragoon, which starts out as Lancer. Lancer and Dragoon are both much more interesting quest lines than actually, Lancer, Dragoon, and Warrior are all much better quest lines than Marauder was, and Lancer. Both of those are not my favorites. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you'll get a kick out of the references, the mountain that strides, a character who's rather clearly referencing Ned Stark, things like that. But outside that, outside that, and one scene where the guild leader acts like an entertaining goofball, he decides the perfect training mission for you is to send you off to fight this dangerous group that are here in area. Except it's just him and a bunch of their guild mates wearing helmets when they attack you. It's meant to be, obviously it's meant to, help you get better, but for some reason he thinks putting on a helmet will make nobody recognize him while he acts like goofball. Even when his own sister is helping you. That one was the highlight of that quest, but and Lancer is a very weird one. The Hagen Vendor. Alright. Rainbow Tide Exchange. Can I... No, I cannot buy the mountain minion with this stuff. It's a good source of not easy to get, dies. But otherwise, their special currency isn't really that super useful. Wind up Sahagin and Elfstorm. Oh. Oh wow, okay, I have a lot less skill than oh. That was MGP, very much not Gil. Okay, hold on. That's not much, but, given teleporting places costs cash? Ooh. Okay, so apparently I was a bit worse off than I thought, money-wise. I probably should have gone for the cheaper thing, oh well. I'll buy the minion later. Made from a sonorous tone that summons your cavalry, Elbas. Raise the egg of a pot of Elbas, of Novv's clutch. Okay, let's see what my new, mount is and swap. Okay. The cavalry Elbas. To ensure his Elbas do not find themselves at the disadvantage of switching Shogwos, Paz clutch clips the webbing on their feet at a young age, making them more capable of achieving high speed in the land. They'll ever be slower than the brethren while underwater. My Elbas is your Elbas. Ah. Add the spirits. Take that one out of rotation for now. Makes sense, you know. I figured it was, since, you know, you have to ride this thing a lot to get places. Of course, it swims through the air. Some of the alternate animations you get from in flying mode on mounts that were not originally supposed to fly are interesting. Even in stuff that was made after that point, you can get some real funny ones. There's the Beast Drive mount for Stormblood that is hilarious when you fly around. Still, probably am not going to just end up teleporting because, oh wow. But yeah, of the free base quest lines I did, the rogue one was real good for my combat quests. Basically, pirates, secret police. There to enforce the code of honor. So you have to deal with a bunch of people causing problems in secret, and characters talking in fun accents with neat slang. They're fun. We also get a fun quest where partway through, one of the local law enforcement for the Limsa takes offense to the fact that, you know, that the whole secret police thing is still going on long after everyone else had officially given up piracy. With, of course, her putting aside the differences to help save the day, ultimately. Wait, hold on, what? Where's that? Huh. For some reason, the last enemy of the fate's not spawning. Oh, there it is. These are Fate's little, just little events that pop up on the world map for players to do. They give some currency for doing them, and XP. Mostly I'm just looking into it for the currency, because... yeah, I'm broke. Oop. They don't give a lot of returns, but at least pure gil, but it's better than nothing. Wait, hold on. Still going on. Why did I get up and stop there? But I'd still get paid even if it failed. But, let's see. And Lancer was very confused on what courage means. It was the whole... its whole thing was like teaching the true meaning of courage and blah blah blah, but it was very confused about that. I just finished this. Alright, that's a weird one. Immediately going from another one. Wait, no. Hold on. Is this a specific one I'm fighting, or... no, these are just a bunch of pack jacks. Weird. The writing there says I'm fighting something else, but... no, it's just the same one as before. Weird. Yeah. Tearing Sheridan. Anyway, so once I going... what was I saying? Right. One guy's definition of courage was, you know... just jumping head first into danger without forethought. Another guy's definition of courage was basically the definition of wisdom, but he called it courage for some reason. It was a very fucking confused plotline. And then, of course, turns out the guy's actually got the first guy's got some sympathy for his stuff because it turns out he was a former member of the guild. Who stole some shit with his buddies, but the guild got to him, he confessed, but none of his friends did, so he ended up getting a shit ton more time and such, and rotting in a dungeon for a while, and was very, very fucking bitter about that, and yeah, I don't know, full details, it's been a while. It really wasn't that memorable. I suppose I should go over the Marauders itself, its actual plot, which was, you know, the man that tries to kill the kid's entire parents. He wanted revenge. You got revenge for him. Man that Strides was just a great big monster. A unusually large example of a creature of the landscape. Now, much better than that was the warrior one. Okay. Oh wait, no, I just gotta go in there. I get turned around. Yep, wrong one. And to the airship landing, because flying the airship's cheaper. And then I'll teleport. Yeah, the war's plot line is that he summoned up from the Marauders Guild because some wild beast is causing trouble in this area. You go, but you don't find any beast. You do, however, a warrior who is practicing, working on taming his inner beast. Recognizes the potential in you, and offers you the chance to join him in reviving his people's lost hearts. The way of the warrior, aka Berserker. It's being a Berserker. Alright, so now that we're here, I can teleport here for cheap. I'm really hurting for cash, so I can sell one of these things that are actually worth cash I've got sitting in here. Specifically for that reason. I mostly keep them just because it's... Oop, wrong way. Oh well, might as well join in this fate here. Book of Pride. Emperor God Air. Barbara says Greystone evidently they could defeat Ifrit. They were wrong, and their heroes cost them their minds. There's now Wonder Deserts, the southern Townland, doing the Lord of Inferno's bidding, free the lost souls to the live stream. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. Temper people don't... there's no cure. Once you're tempered, you're fucking dead. You're basically dead. You have to put them down like animals. But yeah, that one was fun for multiple reasons. The quest giver is a likable guy with a fun name, Curious Gorge, and he outright says, "Don't fucking say shit." Oh, fuck you. You're literally right next to the edge of the fucking thing. Walking out and having to resync my level to actually fight back. big plot hook of that line is the fact that being the reason his people don't really practice the way of the warrior anymore is because a lot of them have trouble controlling their inner beast and would go on rampages and hurt people. Which is something that he discovered not only happened to his brother, who also left the tribe, but almost happens to him. He does lose control and attack you, but you can handle it. He never loses control and attacks anyone else. Alright, someone else doing it. There we go. Anyways, what was I? Right. Another element is the armor you get, because each one of the upgrade classes gives you an armor. A special neat-looking armor and such. You can't dye it or anything, but you can eventually get make versions of that armor that you can dye. And that one has plot importance due to it's supposed to amplify the beast, which is why it got broken up and scattered away, because nobody could fucking handle it. But one guy, and now two, you. Or me, the player. Oh, I thought all of these guys were called Ga. I suppose he's probably just the, yeah. Yadav Ga, Lunga. Yeah, the last thing, big story event we did with her revealed that she was a member of the U tribe, but something happened, her mother got killed, everyone believes she died too, and they were found by this lot wandering desert and offered her the chance to live. Forged in Flame. Neuroshba is shown by reports of frenzied nighttime rituals. Every evening, it says some below the horizon, there has been frenzied activity at the Chief of Zenrock's altar. Our scouts report some manner of ritual involving a growing number of well-crafted weapons. Concerning the single-minded ambitions army, I assume they are attempting to abuse these armors with the blessing of their god. We cannot allow such weapons to be brought out against us. Oh, I should have smashed out and sadly that will settle for wresting them from wresting from them that versus their misguided prayers. Honored ally, would you undertake this task and seize these flame-sanctioned weapons from the stores of our twisted kin? Also, apparently these guys don't like water, and dumping water on them is seen as a huge, after they get beat their ass, is considered a huge insult. One of these quests did that. I didn't really pay attention to the dialogue. It's either repeatable dailies, but that caught my eye. Once we have Blessed Armor, our Rotation Armor 6 will unlock secrets of our power and learn how to spell enchantments. This new threat will not long plague us. Hard to port. A module wishes to take advantage of your unmodule-like appearance. Greetings, honored ally. Have you heard the murmurings of the camp? It seems the Bedraggle merchants wandered close to the Ring of Ash after escaping a Flame Fang attacker. Or that the single ambusher appeared more interested in the trader's cargo. To draw our adult kin's undivided attention. I strongly suspect that only hollow crystals would outweigh the value of a potential tempered slave. Crystals contain magic and can be used to summon a primal. Token lives, but crystals are more efficient. They're solid magic. If this is true, then we cannot allow the concept of these boxes to reach Zarak Amalja and their summoning rituals. And considering the circumstances of the motion, I think it best to be the one to approach the trader and confirm my suspicions. Beacon Keepers, I know this one. Yeah, I just gotta do it with a tiresome but necessary task. Shelter on the flames of effort and fuel their infernal righteousness unholy fire, or they erect blazing beacons from their amp, but a bid to forever dwell under the heat of the deity's savage withering. How many times must we topple these foul talismans? We have not the numbers printed or constant ruins. Thus, again, I must trust to their aid. The southern actions, you shall begin to find. Then top, however, we are burning Trojans, posted various veteran sentinels guarding us. Expect your efforts to be met with furious retaliation. A slightly more difficult version of an older one I've done. Trouble Trader. Ah, thank God, an adventurer. He just suffered an attack by the hands of an imagined ruffian. I managed to escape with my life, but the brute made off with my cargo like kisses. As I saw the fiend, he was stumbling off to the south of my box's precarious heart. He bounced on top of her. Can I imagine he made it far? Perhaps you might still catch the vile brigand. I don't know why I went with that outfit accent. It just came to me. But yeah, the whole Berserker Warriors thing is why I went this. Look for my glam. Glamour. Customize that look. It's not what the outfit I'm actually wearing. Because I want something to actually, you know, look good and not just for the stats. Oh, wait, yeah, I should also grab one of this guy's lower level ones. Boop. Oh, I'm here. Damn it, I'm playing a female character doing the whole bare-chested warrior look. Wouldn't quite work. But I think this one manages to capture the spirit of that look well. Ninja was also good. For most part, not as good as Rogue, but still good. Itch Stick was ninjas who have their home in Alamigo. Wait, no, I did say Alamigo. They have their home in. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the place. It's the Stormblooded expansion is set in two different areas. One is Alamigo, the other is not Japan. They're from not Japan. Anyways, no, that's there we go. Buzzering Ash. High enough level, random enemies won't attack me. When you stop getting, right around the point when you stop getting anything for fighting an enemy, they'll stop attacking you, which helps make this shit go a lot faster. box of crystals. Of course, they'll still do it. Some of them will still do it, at least, but not as quickly, not as easily. You need to get ever closer. There's also peaceful ones that just won't attack you at all, but guys with those marks on their heads are aggressive. Canyon of Regret. Okay. At 1 a.m. or Eorzea time. I think I have to be in the right area. So I'm gonna have to teleport. What was it that I need? Dark Steel. Dark Steel, which is Corsats. Gonna be very annoying if I have to march my way down there. You know what, that question fucking said. I'll be in a better spot when I'm near Gridania. Gridania is near Korsas, but yeah. Anyways, the ninjas came hunting down one of their own who had betrayed the people of not Japan and joined up with and sold out not only the ninjas but the people of not Japan overall, and joined up with the evil Garland Empire. Both places are under the control of places that the Garlands have conquered and are even actively recruiting their disposable troops from. Amiga was one of the local city-states, but the other place, the not Japan, was much further out. Okay, I can't seem to fucking... It's telling me down, so there. Must be this side. Alright. That's what I was looking for. Oh, two right next to each other. Box of crystals. However, they're a little hunt doesn't go well for him, and the guy ends up badly wounding one. Your intervention manages to partly stave it off and buying her time to heal and such. And after knowing one of the soul crystals, I forgot to mention that. That's the key thing of the switch from the early 30 jobs to the everything beyond. Soul crystals. usually not literal soul crystals, but magic crystals, which store the memories of doing the associated job of every person who's ever wielded it. Both assist the person studying and learning that job so they can master it at much faster rate. But so then they could push it to new heights themselves, which would then add back to the crystal, and you see how it goes. You have the right temperament and everything for it to, decide it likes you. Of course, being the playing character, they all like you. Large box of crystals. Well, this is such a blatant trap. Those little purple energy fields mean step in here and you're gonna get attacked. Anyways. So they decide to train you in exchange for assisting them blend in more with the land and, get a lay of the land enough to track down the guy they're trying to take out. So they can get the better of him. He is the guy they're after is, of course, the highlight of that entire job. Something Crow. Caruso the Crow. That's it. He's utter delight. He's one of those characters who ham shit the fuck up. So he's incredibly fun to play, and anybody who voices him, who puts the effort into voicing him, will have fun. He's a ham-tastic character, and I love him. He talks like he's the main character in a play. And of course, not being someone he knows well, he finds you super interesting. He refers to the guy teaching you as poor, sweet, dumb Ouroboros. It's great. Fucking love him. But yeah. He tries off a lot of you for a while. Fails. Steals the armor that you were going to be gifted to make you a member of the group. Weapon enchantment with Searing Flames to Ifrit. Yes, he does have Searing chances is possible even to a simple word such as being, ha! Now you're the Underact Commander, come to naught. Right now, rest now, warrior. You've done well. Come on, Amalcia. Still lagging behind, even if I do all this, but when it's time from now on, I'll be splitting it evenly between them and Amalcia. Each level you do unlocks a higher level of quest line that gets you better rewards, including better points for the group. But you can do all of them, but you're only allowed to do 12 Beast Tribe dailies a day. So, you do you do the ones you want to finish first, which at first just means spreading it around 4 different tribes, then one tribe focuses on the others, and as much as possible until, you get free in one and free in another. The Magi are definitely doomed to fall behind, but I'd like to at least get them up to the free one, so they aren't too bad. And once just the Magi, I'll probably end up using my extra beast try ones on the Ixal because they help get my crafters up. As might as well. So that's only how ARB stripes. They changed that later on apparently, so you can only do 3 per no matter what. But later on, I think they only have like 4 of them total, so rather than 5. So it's being uneven makes sense here. Later on, it makes more sense to do otherwise. Anyways, where was I? Eventually, you manage to get the drop on Kuroso and finally manage to beat him. At which point, he drops a lot of heavy hints that the former master of the ninja village is in fact alive. The actual guy who betrayed everybody, and that Kuroso, in fact, actually, he drops hints beforehand, but he outright said it there. And that Kuroso followed him out, saw him escape and not die, so went to chase him down to investigate, and ended up basically being told, work with me and my new bosses, or I'll kill you. However, he's also been told, kill them or I will kill you. And since, you know, it's either he killed them or we kill him, he decides to instead tell everything, while of course repeatedly deriding poor, sweet, dumb Oboro. Again, utter delight. Utter fucking delight. Where's the other? You know what? Fuck it. It tells me to do it over there, but no, it has to be one of the ones over here. But there's no more other flaming beacon. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. I just didn't see it. Cross is fucking great. Just underhandtastic. And then after delivering his message, he backflips over a canyon, pulls a grenade with his mouth, then boom! Aurora gets ready to set up and ship out, but, well, he can't stop himself from, and it's mission complete and he really shouldn't be staying, but he can't stop himself from investigating further. You take out his master, being hinted at further arts of the ninja than even he thought was possible. And shortly after killing him and taking him down, only possible because Oboro's own subordinate Saul ignored him when he told them not to follow him when he was doing shit like this. Who shows up alive and well but Kurosu, who's now a free agent to do whatever he wants. You do get a moment where Oboro actually offers to welcome him back because, you know, they were once best friends and he considered him a brother and everything, and it honestly flummoxes Kurosu, who's usually, you know, like the poor sweet dumb Oboro and all that. He acts like he has full social control of the situation, and understands perfectly well how things are going to play out in a lot of ways. Might not always be right. Oh, hey, the Trouble Trader. Run! Why did I choose this route? Why did I listen to the warnings? I know it's in the same accent I gave him. I have no... I don't think I can willingly recreate that at the moment. Let's good my crystals, cargo crystals. Hurrah! I wonder, miss, and God's blessed wonder. How did you carry all these books today? I should have to retrieve my bike before I can be on my way. And there we go. Yeah, the mountains aren't too far behind. The Hawthorne Hut, which will take me to right next to where the Sylphs live. Anaxia. Yes, this will be the one's best friend ever. For this one, after thinking up into his way to get back and touch one, this one cannot conceal this one's weak touch ones, is what they call the tempered selves. Touch ones keep stealing this one's pumpkins. Yes, well, this one has made a pumpkin that goes boom. Yes, touch ones will try to steal this. Are in for a blast. One of these ones is having carry pumpkin booms in the Southlands, but one pumpkin booms are heavy, and that one is not a strong one. Brave one will help that one, yes? Brave one must be careful. Brave one must walk slowly, so brave one does not go boom. Yeah, they have one way of talking to. One more I can take, and that will be it. Anyways, Milk fruit moderation. Boop. That's the only one I see. What is it? Sorcerer Tipsy and Sylphs and splash them water after weakening them. Milk root is basically they use it to get high. And I gotta go smack some around and knock some sense into them. But I'm not seeing any that to smack around and knock sense into. Very weird. Aha, there we go. Wait, oh, okay, this was supposed to only show... Oh. God, get the fuck off. There he is. I know. Okay, I was looking for enemies in the wild, not, you know, trouble spots. I'm supposed to click. Alright, now I'll make it easier to figure out where what I was missing before. Ah, there we go. Less obvious when I'm looking over here. So I'm looking less closely. Their circle's smaller, so I look a little bit closer. Yes, you bet. Which one has you ever had? But yeah, Crosso ends up, after regaining his composure, turning it down, because he, you know, after being a pronounced dead traitor, he doesn't exactly have any interest in returning to his village. He wants to go be a free agent, able to choose his own path. Completely and totally. Not for... So it's not integrated for anyone, some help sissy ones have learned a lesson, too. Too much well makes fun crazy one out of anyone. Try not to overlevel my current class jobs because I can't even access the higher level quests yet until I finish up with a certain ARR patch quest. That's because it would be starting the Heaven's Sword plotline. I really don't want to get these things to level frickin' 70. Sorry, that. I know one guy managed to make it all the way to in-game content as a black mage in ARR. Zip, he's another YouTuber. I know more because of his reaction content. That still freaking blows my fucking mind. But where was I? Right. He hands over his soul crystal to Aboros, so, you know, he can say, hey, I killed him. After all, the elders of the village don't really care too much about the whole organist. For their eyes, he'd still be a traitor. And it lets him, you know, free to do as he pleases in the world. It was real great. I had to do my best to pretend I thought he was dead. When I was playing through it. Because I didn't want to, you know, reveal how it turns out until I actually got there. Gotta get the pumpkin bomb to its final destination. Means ignoring literally everything else and just running through. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a middle score enemy. Hot logs, that's another neat thing. It's basically a way of just getting XP for your characters. Each class has a hot log. You kill enough enemies, even when the enemy stops giving XP normally, and it'll be marked off your hunt log, and you'll get a bunch of XP for it. And cash, I think, too. But there's also a hunt log for whichever faction you end up joining. Moonspore Grove. Ooh. Man, that's quite pretty. Ooh. Gotta take a pit stop at this thing to refresh my strength so I don't run out before I get to the drop-off point. Well, I suppose I could have squeezed it. Actually, I could have stopped there, and that would have been much better. Point. Oh, it's a neat-ass place. Each of the beast tribes have what's known as a corrupted crystal, which are basically the things you use to teleport. They have one that's been corrupted by their gods. It's real. It looks off from what they usually look like, and it's real cool. I don't know. I thought that was it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Actually, it's actually a plot point. You use it to save the day at one point. After I turn these missions, I'm gonna go to the course off and just wait till to use the one thing. I'm not sure how that touch by mountains thing works, but you have to go to the area you want to mine. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Dragoon is interesting because it's actually tied into the plot of Heavensward somewhat. Not completely yet as ARR, but it will actually change dialogue and shit based on it. That happens occasionally. The TLDR is, Heavensward focus is on the fourth remaining city-state. There are 5 the Limsa, Ulda, Gridania, Alamigo, and Ishgard. Alamigo had a rebellion fermented by the Garleans, and then they took over when that was happening, when that was pulled off and the city was weakened. Ishgard is on there, which is why it isn't part of the big city state things you get involved with. Ishgard, on the other hand, is focused mostly on its eternal, never-ending war with the dragons. a holy war, complete with inquisitors who throw witches down ravines under the logic, well, if you die, well, you were innocent, but you died in the name of your country, and as such, you should be honored. The main questline has an entire bit where a dragon cultist had infiltrated that, pretended to be a inquisitor, and was using it to kill a shit ton of their people, including a guy you needed help with. So you got involved. Barely managed to save this guy's life, only by virtue of the fact that one of the Inquisitor's own men literally not only dropped evidence, but quite literally started screaming about dirty Ishgardians will get what's coming to you and shit like that. When you do take the Inquisitor down, it's heavily hinted by him that things aren't as neat and clean as black and white as the Ishgardians will paint it. Or at least makes it sound like that. Which isn't, hard to believe again. Holy war and all that. They're even ruled by the Archbishop, which is basically a pope, but being too scared to call it the Pope. You can go to the area around Ishgard, but you cannot go into Ishgard until you do start Heaven's Sword. I think, oh, Eternal War of Dragons. This place must be inspired by Skyrim. Actually, no. I talked about 1.0. In the original version of this game, this was, if not a tropical area, very much a temperate one. It was not a frozen hellhole 24/7. That, and then the apocalypse that was barely averted at the end of 1.0, and in fact, from the player perspective, didn't even look like they did. God, I will forever never stop fucking praising that one. Never stop praising it. It's such a good thing. Holy shit. They announced it was going to end. They created a plotline about dropping one of the fucking moons on everyone, and gave the players an opportunity to try to stop it. It didn't quite work, partly through the moon fucking exploded, revealing a much older than usual primal, who was in turn much more powerful than usual, Bahamut, who proceeded to damn near raise the fucking continent. And as far as everyone knows, the representations of the player characters were teleported last minute by the great mentor Louis Waugh before his barrier broke, and he and everyone else was completely emulated. Of course, since then, the full version of that event occurred, which shows Louis Waugh managed to make it. But I don't think it plays that part plays during the opening trailer of this game, and you have to do certain events to actually see it. But like, the trailer is out there for people to see, and people who watch trailers are to watch that one. Oh, hey, full-fledged carbuncle mount. That's what those are. Usually you see summoners have them falling around. Well, summoners, scholars. Scholars still have them? I think scholars do, yes. Unless they've got one of their other things following them around. They're one of the mage classes. I call them the nerds because they do their magic through math. Anyways, hmm. Ah, shit! I should have. I actually need to teleport to Gridania. Damn it. I gotta come back here and wait till that time. Ugh. Wait, hold on. Yeah. While I wait, I'm going to be doing some dungeon raids. Some of them will give you Mog stones, but to better be able to handle it, I need better gear. But yeah, so that's all the background of Ishgard so far. That ties into Dragoon. You see, a Dragoon is a holy knight of Ishgard. Normally, they don't even recruit from outside. No, not him. Rowena's representative. Just enough to buy the Magic Tech Spear. Oh, that looks neat. It blends perfectly with my current color palette. As far as these bits of gear, they're all dyeable. I haven't done it yet, but because I'm wanting to get the whole outfit to see what the whole outfit looks like dyed before I start trying to combine it with other bits of gear. Well, an old dragoon has called up his lancer buddy discreetly to ask for help. Ishgard, but of course, will not accept help from outsiders. But one friend asking another is a different story. When you get there, you discover that why this he needs help and why this definitely has to be a discreet matter. Someone has stolen a holy artifact of Ishgard, a dragon eye. Praetorium, join. This might take a little longer than I've been used to for a little bit because I'm no longer playing a tank, and thus I don't have the easy time assembling a group. Right. This holy artifact is known as the Eye of Nidhogg. It's a dragon eye, you see. That might sound not, and I don't mean it's like something called a dragon's eye. No, it's the eye of a dragon, specifically Nidhogg. One of the older and more badass dragons, and also the one who's most personally aiming to wipe the entire the world free of Ishgard. Idaliki. But you see, it turns out that dragons are very potent fonts of magic in setting. To the point that even crystals and such, no matter their purity, pale in comparison to the amount of power you can get from even a single dragon eye. Well, okay, dragon eyes, you could probably get crystals much more powerful, but the crystals would be used up if you used that power, whereas the dragon eyes are seemingly endless. They've been using it for the entire time of, since they got it, which was near the founding of Ishgard. King Thoradin, the great leader who was given a holy vision to establish the city here, was killed when Nidhogg and his spawn attacked, but his brother bravely took him out, tore out his eye, and attacked, and discovered that upon doing so and channeling his hatred for the beast and his desire to protect its guard, could be empowered by it, transforming him into the first Azure Dragoon. As such, it's the power source of one of the most powerful warrior in Ishgard and one of the key defenders of the city-state. But pretty fucking important, pretty fucking bad that it got stolen. You know? But, well, that'll be the thing. Upon poking it around at the fire pit, you discover the guy who, stole it. A man by the name of Astinian. And through this, he discovered that not only is he seemingly using the eye, but when he gets near you, it suddenly starts reacting to your presence as well. Through this, you then talk to the guy who gave you a question, who reveals that the person who stole the eye was the current Azure Dragoon, Istinian, his surrogate son. Basically adopted son, not like official, but like, you know. So, it's not great for him that he just fucking ran off with the fucking thing. 8 gone, 8 wall. Yeah? However, the fact that you apparently can use it, something unheard of, for there being 2 people who can use the eye of the dragon at the same time, unheard of. Usually it's a result of someone deliberately forsaking their hold on it, so a new generation can carry the torch. Case in point, the guy giving you the missions. Carrying this, he starts training you to be able to take on Estinian. As much as it pains him to get the eye back. And then it's eventually revealed by Estinian that the reason he has the eye he took the eye was because he'd been getting visions that, the big reason they're worried about it, not just because it was stolen, but because they're worried that him running around it and using it the way he is might wake up Nidhogg. Or, yeah, Nidhogg, that's his name. Because he does that every so often. The last time he woke up, he raised a bunch of the countryside down, including Estinian's home village, and badly wounded Estinian's adopted father in the fight that drove him off. There, he went, much like always, he then went to, sleep off his wounds to come back further around. Well, they were worried he could be woken up early. It turns out that the problem is that he's waking up early, and Estinian has noticed. If Yeah, wait time's worse if you're not a tank or a healer. Tanks are ultimate priority, but healers are also, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, it turns out he's been getting visions through the eye that Nidhogger is awaking, and so that's why he ran off. His hope is to use it as a lure to bait Nidhogger away from Ishgard itself and its peoples, and hope to either finally take him down or at least have the current battle of the century somewhere with less innocence. And since you can wield it too, he's hoping you could, once you're good enough to fight, you'll both be able to draw upon its power at the same time and fight the monster together. The Praetorium. This is part of the final dungeon set that ends off ARR. Great stuff here. This is the final battle against the Gridanians. This is the second last dungeon chunk. The last dungeon chunk is when you fight Ultimate Weapon and then thing that ate the primals, and then fight the Ascian, the shadowy cloaked figures who bodyjacked your bud. This is Sid Garland. Sid Nay Garland or something like that. He's a rogue Garland who decided he really wasn't feel comfortable with what was going on, what his people were doing. Oh.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, see? All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Oh, I really like that one. Look, oh, and I like her hair. I used to have purple hair. Our tank went rogue, so we gotta wait. Alright, yeah, they are a tank. Blues are tanks, greens are healers of some kind. That looks scholar. I don't recognize the symbol there. Let's see, do I see a gun of some kind? Nah. His dad's also the guy who did the meteor thing. I'm like, alright, no, this is my AoE. It's been a bit since I've used my Lancer. About the only Dragoon, the only AoE you get. Dragoons are jumpy boys, playstyle-wise. Also, they also love their spiky armor. That's what I'm wearing. I really like it because it blends color-wise really well with my character's current palette. Oh, good, they're all in a straight line, so I can get a bunch of them all at once. Unfortunately, right before you finish your training, your newfound mentor decides to reveal to you something he needs to reveal to Obsidian, and he will reveal to Obsidian once you have your next meeting. The real, rather solidly, is woo, 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 woo. Gotta get away, yeah. Get out of the orange juice of death. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. You see, it turns out that he wasn't hurt, and the reason why he can no longer. And here is Gaius, Sid's former mentor and the leader of this curricular Garlands, and well, definitely a bad guy. Probably a lot better than a lot of other people seem to be. He's still trying to conquer everything, and of course, but the difference is he's a firm believer in might makes right, and that the strong should lead the weak, and that he knows that he is both strong and knows better than these silly backwards Eorzeans, and he's just doing this for their own good, which is better. Like, you can see, at least it's not great, but like one of the highest ranked people in his command, who he gave an entire command to, was one of the people and Alamigan, whose homeland was one of the people that were conquered. I called them disposable troops, but he didn't treat them that way. He treated them better or worse than anyone else in the Garland Empire. So that's just a lot better than seems to be the norm. And when his plan goes awry and shit just gets destroyed, he delivers the wonderful hammy line, "Such devastation was not my intent." He's voiced by a very hammy actor. He's great. I also call him Gaius von Balsack, but I blame another streamer for that, because I cannot see that name without saying von Balsack. But yeah, a lot of great villains in the ARR. With the Garleans. You've got his Yandrig follower, who absolutely is smitten with them. You got the guy was a victim of conquest, but who he managed to convince to follow him willingly, and believe wholeheartedly in his cause. And who instilled the same thing in his own men. It was a great thing when you take the guy down. He orders all his men away so that they don't get killed in your fight to take him out, because you need to take him out. And his men come back to try to save him anyways, and then go down like nothing, which pisses him off and pushes him to fight even harder to try to get revenge for his men. It was great as a character. trying to regain a, I was like, what the fuck am I attacking? Aha! I managed to be greedy and have it work out. Greedy for the stand in the orange juice for too long, for longer than you really should, in exchange for doing more DPS. I'll explain more about the Lancer storyline. Oh, well, never mind. I get a moment here. Okay, so, yeah, the story tells everyone, including especially Estinian, was that the reason Nidhogg was ever Nidhogg went is to destroy the village before he could stop it, and that the reason he no longer able to wield the eye was because he got badly injured and never, in a way that he would never really recover from, and that the last battle, in reality, he felt himself losing control of his actions due to the effects of the eye. It turns out the eye still has a lot of Nidhoggers will behind it, and so using it as a weapon against its own people, against its own body, yeah, there is side effects. The eye tries to manipulate its users and override the will and twist them into being its servants. And when in that final fight, the only way he could maintain control of himself was by releasing control of the eye, but that allowed Nidhogg to destroy the village that Estinian called home, wiping out his whole family. Unfortunately, by the time they have the arranged meeting, where he's going to bear his heart to Estinian, he was given visions of Nidhogg's point of view of that entire scenario, which revealed the truth. Which caused him to lose control, give in to the eye, and fight you. You manage to beat him, but he disappears with the eye, and while you are now the Azure Dragoon, you don't have the eye, and he's on the run somewhere. You see how this plot would have effects in Ishgard. I won't go into the details. I don't even know fully because the person I watched did it without doing that, so it's very different. I only went back and watched like one cut scene on YouTube. But it's one I really wanted to get done before I did Heaven's Sword. Next up on my list is my first mage one. I wanted to do there's 3 of them starting out. Arcanist, which the nerd sees something or other, which is the Thaumaturge. That's it. Thaumaturge is one that goes into Black Mage.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
For reference, that wasn't just any mecha you rode into combat. There was an entire side plot where you had to repair it. You repaired it with the parts of a golem.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Which gave it a bit more life and personality than it's supposed to normally have, and you had to befriend it. and everything, and make it really part of the group to get it working. So giving up the ghost at the end of battle, of course, it then becomes a permanent mount you can use whenever you want. You just can't use it for fighting. And here's my boy. The best enemy of this one. Garland, old friend. Garland, old friend. It warms my heart to hear you voice again after all this time. Hero, is that you? One of the other head scientists of... You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. Highest ranking contributor of the 14th. It was you this whole time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What, you lost me. He's a lot longer than he looks. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all of Victor Matter, I was more talented to skip the fact kind for not besides your foolish first. You were Midas the young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas non-Garland. When defected, I felt sure my star would rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your repeated genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for traitor, the people that came to think of you more fondly to this day. You are still the young prodigy of magic tech. I, meanwhile, have been made to feel second-rate. I, who continue to serve faithfully our nation. Whenever I fail to excel, why, if only to be expected, yet when I exceed all expectations, people proclaim that I am falling such to the great City Garland. I didn't know what to say, Master Garland. That was what it said. It matters not what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Balthasar stop you a place aside, and then this in spite of your betrayal. Isn't he such offer to me? Has remained loyal for him for all these years? Why, no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord von Bosworth is misdirecting a fully powered ultimate weapon. It is my magnum opus. The creation that will win me the recognition I am too. I will not let anyone interfere. Hero, where are you? And then he shuts him out. I love Hero. His insecure ass is so fucking good. That's just so good. He hacks into your signal so he can air. These scenes are too. Someone in this chat went, they need to add a skip here. These scenes are too plot important for them to add a skip. This is why they don't put plot important scenes in dungeons anymore after this point. They've actually stopped making the game this way, specifically so they don't have this problem. It's only this select number of dungeons that are like this. The others have cutscenes that are at the end, where no one will fucking bother you if you're watching them. But this is too plot important, and you don't want people rushing the new player who's running for this first time. And yeah, it's an MMO, but then it's run like a single-player RPG. About those damage over time. There are not very many abilities left in this game that do that, so. God, fuck, what? Oh, God. That's the first time I've had to fight that thing in this. playthrough, so. I jumped out a little too late. Couldn't properly take advantage of it. Not DPSing my best here, but in my defense, it's been a while since I properly Yeah, I love Nero. I'm a fondness for insecure characters who have some reason to be. This changes nothing. Really, it's not like he has actually very good reason to be upset with Sid. Bad guy or no, and good reasons for Sid leaving or no. The fact that he's basically around the same intelligence level as Sid, contributing just as much, but Sid got all the praise even when he was around, and just got even more praise after he turned traitor and left. While he stayed stuck around and remained loyal. That's just fucking awful. And I just got all those Silo packing in just to say his piece and then shutting Sid out while you have your fight. You even tell Sid honestly feels bad for him, like, enemy or not. That sucks. But anyways. Meanwhile, on to my Gatherer's quests. There's no super duper deep plot line there.
Look for the lips control panel.
A rare voice-acted cutscene.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
In the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
They couldn't afford much voice acting for ARR because of the whole remake the game thing. So a lot of these things that would have had voice acting that in any other expansion don't hear. There's still a lot of unvoiced dialogue, but not nearly as much in later expansions.
Keep your eyes peeled.
But yeah.
Wait when you're down
there. There is a plot line to the Gatherers, but it's not, at least with the one I'm doing, it's not, super big one. You're just learning how to be a miner, such. You get told to talk to one of the best to give you advice. He's ambitious and doesn't think much of you because you're a fucking adventurer. So instead of while he gives you a little bit of advice, he doesn't directly help you. Instead of making it to a competition.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Previous job had we run into his dad, who's used to be part of the guild, but apparently has some disagreements with the guild master and is now the foreman of the biggest and primary business partner of the guild. After failing to beat you, while Weasel learning his way, saying, I won in spirit, but you won in the challenge. He offered another challenge, you beat him, and he's like, yeah, no, you won this time.
To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
Oh, no, wait, no, he didn't even do that first, because he actually couldn't even complete it because he got hurt. And when he talks to you again in the next part of the quest, he admits that about that. The Guildmaster's actually worried that having his spirits crushed like that would mean he would leave the guild, despite being a talented, if kind of assy miner. No. He's back, but he is acting different. He seems to be overworking himself a lot. Well, turns out the reason he's overworking himself is dear old dad started putting a bunch of fake orders under his name to make him look better. And he's trying to make those lies into truths. He actually asked your help to help him do that because it's training himself too much. This boils over to the quest the last part of the quest we're currently on. He stumbles on the fact that it's not the only thing his dad has been shading. And it turns out he's been literally giving jobs to get people like him hurt and killed. Though not him. In order to get back a petty, spiteful revenge at the Guildmaster for screwing him out of the job. He was her mentor. He wanted to be the Guildmaster, and then she became it. Of course, the thing is, she wasn't trying to become Guildmaster. If it meant that much to him, she would have said no. If she had known it meant that much to him, she would have said no. And she begs you to save his job because his son has, after discovering this, filed a formal fucking complaint because of how fucked up the Sith. The guy will even admit this is exactly what he's fucking doing. He's doing it on purpose. I went on a big rant about how the dude's a fucking giant fucking child and absolutely should not keep his job, but you have to get him his job back. And to do that, you have to prove it by getting it for him free, really hard to get pieces of ore, Dark Steel ore, which only appears certain time during the game and with certain abilities at level 50. Actually, level 45. It gets a bit easier at level 50. Come on. Leaden Fist? Okay, that's a pugilist then. I guess I just forgot what the pugilist symbol looks like. Oh man, I just kept fumbling into those. Come on, come on. Yeah, smacking was the only debuff I have. come on. Boop, boop. Just wail on the guy, wail on the guy, wail on the guy. Boop. Just gotta kill these things as fast as fucking possible. Oh, that's a lot worse than it was usually. He stopped charging up when you take out his clones. Oh, someone else used it. Alright.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should just wait. Okay, we'll fucking wait for the miner. Boop, boop. I got a prayer accommodation. Okay, so, let's see. Oh, shit. I wasn't too late. These orbs mean I'm sneaking, which basically means that enemies above me at a certain level higher than me and down won't attack me. Alright, so most importantly, boom. Well, since I got this entire thing up, I might as well nab myself an unaspected crystal. Gregarious worm. The most real good bits of XP for this class. And I'll just do the more dark steel, or I could just sell it. Oh shit, no, I could do the unaspected crystal. I can sell that for 10. I mean, it probably means I should keep it. Yeah, I will. Actually. Hold on, let me just see. Made a copy of Only Path. All mounted. Oh, I'm keeping those in case they eventually get a place. I'll sell those. I don't need those. Honestly, I should get rid of some of these things. These things fucking just. If I need that dye, I'll just go buy it. Extra tedium, but eh. There we go. Hold on. Let me just... Alright, then. Yay, okay, fuck, I got it. Well, we're not going to go teleport back there, though. Instead, I'm going to make my way to... Oh. The cheapest way. I am currently conserving cash. There are missions I could do to also gain cash. I'll probably do those offline. Because I will want to come back for those mounts. Honestly, I'm part of me is glad those mounts are so expensive because, like, there was a point when I had so, you're only allowed 300,000 gil as a free-to-play player. So, the stuff I'm getting, so a lot of the money I gained during quests just went down the fucking drain. Central Shroud. Okay, that should take... No. Wait, what am I doing? Old Grenania, there we go. Literally right where I want to go. And now this book of passage to... the gold saucer. And we'll end that quest, end the quest off as the last thing before, you know, we do tonight. I'll play a bunch of, let's also mini games. Because I get markstones for playing the, gate, events that happen there. For a time, that dungeon gave me 7. I'm trying to save up roughly 400. Okay, so first of all, let's see. That home point, since this will let me get to Sylphs faster. After that, boop. Go down here and book airship flight. Anyways, what was it? I feel I've lost track of my thoughts. Big passage to the gold saucer. Oh, that's outright free. And get from here to Old Album much quicker. For that. Mini cockpot. Oop, oop. Yeah, cockpot is lotto numbers. Oop, 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 oop. Well, best payout is 6, but everyone is free 2-1. So. Second to that, the second best payout is 24. That lies 24, and I don't think I'll be getting that one. Let's see what this takes me. It's a really high ticket item. I want to see what it is at, and it's in the, millionth range, so a lot of playing of this mini game and others. That's like stuff like Mahjong, but I don't know how to fucking play Mahjong. Oh. 15. Oh, yeah. The instincts came in handy. Got to talk to the gatekeeper, and they'll teleport me to for the next gate event. I didn't actually look what it is, but oh, slice and dice. Just only one rolls, one hits held here. Right now, slice and dice. Dodging game. Stand on there with a bunch of people. The slice and right, not the slice and dice. With, of course, my favorite Aeon from Final Fantasy X guest starring. It's all about just knowing where to stand. There's gold pilots you can pick up to get more, but they're a pain in the butt. Boop, 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 boop. I like the animation. Got that from the Valentine's Day. Man. Get all sorts of goofy costumes. So I thought it's great when you see some people teaming up to do goofy stuff. Oh, hey. The Lion Guys, like I said. Kind of sort of like the Ron Stowe from 10, but, you know, hornless. 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 God, I love that game. So, some of the lines are absolutely goofy, but goddamn, I love that game. Of course, nothing will ever read, "Get away from the summoner! You're a bad man!" God, I love that. I don't know why that line is... It is so not good, well acted, but man, it is permanently burnt into my fucking brain. As far east, about to descend upon the gold saucer, skill blade must be between the blade, but Blink can deal with them. I thought, open, go Jumbo, come on down. Ah, good old Jumbo. Right. What type of cut is this? What type of cut is this? Oh. AoE. He cuts them up like that, that's an AoE. And those are both AoEs. I just tend to preemptively treat every one of them like it's an AoE. I made it from first round. Thank you, like I said, the Danamato did not thirst for your blood. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking not even go bother. I can't click on those anyways, so why the fuck bother? I tried. But I got free for the effort. And 1,000 MPP. I'm a long way away. from the multi-million I need. Last one is a chance in one of those, I think of the cup games, where each one gets a third of the arena, and if you're standing in the wrong one, you're out. One has extra money, one has nothing, one has his dog. I don't think there's any real way to tell, so it's pure luck. Yeah, hey, see, we're watching it now. Yeah, I told you there was no real way to tell it. Anyway, oh, well, I'll just keep my eye, and then they fucking blur together and spin at hyperspeed. I've only made it to that stage once, and I immediately got yoked by the dog. Oh. That's not a victory, huh? But yeah. I'm just randomly cheer someone on.
All we had to do was follow
really?
the damn train, CJ.
Come on, emotes. I keep thinking I know how these work, then I keep not.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Anyways, where's the gatekeeper? The gatekeeper will teleport you to the next event. If there's a current event going, they will not. They'll just teleport you to wherever they currently are. Leap of faith. Still, if you do well, you get about 3 to 4 of these each time. They're not too far apart time-wise. It's more efficient than doing dungeons. It's great if you're already doing dungeons, mind you, but... Of course, there are dungeons you can do that give a much higher payout, but I'm not far enough in the game, so I've only seen one of those that wasn't... Question mark, question mark, question mark, you know? So, oops. I started listening to Camp Half Pod, a podcast for Percy Jackson, typically, but well before the show. I'm also relisting my way through the books, so I wanted to, you know, hear some stuff, people talking about the books. You can tell I'm a big fan of Nero. One of the first things I saved up for here was the Nero mini. I love the look of that little tiny thing just spinning along to keep up with me. Anyways, boop, 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 boop. So... right, I should have the thumbnails ready for you when I need to switch over to new stuff sometime soon. Next day or so. I took my time making up those